Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold. Your eyes change color. And sometimes you speak like you're from a different time. You never eat or drink anything. You don't go out in the sunlight. How old are you?
17.
How long have you been 17?
A while.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Vampire.
Well, hello, Patreon party people, the elite of the elite. Welcome to another episode of Boys Watching Movies. We're just two boys watching some movies, sometimes for the first time, sometimes for the zillionth time, sometimes for the last time. And we are giving our opinions, our review, our reactions to these movies. And we are your hosts. I am Joe Welkie.
I am Vance.
And today we are talking about the 2008 romance fantasy film Twilight, directed by Catherine Hardwicke, screenplay by Melissa Rosenberg, based on the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer, starring Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, Taylor Lautner, Billy Burke, Peter Facinelli, and a bunch of other people. This was released on my birthday in 2008, November 21st, 2008. Budget of $37 million. Guess how much it made, Vance?
271.
$412 million.
I knew I probably undershot it. Yeah.
Budget of 37, box office of 412. Have you ever seen any of these movies at all?
I've never seen them, but I've listened to podcasts about them. I've watched like breakdown videos of them that kind of make fun and review them. But that's been a while since I've watched those, so I know of it through media, but I have not seen them. I know you read the books.
I read all the books 3 times.
Yeah, no, I this is my first time watching this movie.
First time for me as well. Never, very similarly, like I've consumed a lot of media around Twilight and making fun of Twilight, and just never watched any of these, never read the books, never did anything with this. Is 50 Shades of Grey based off of this, or is this based off of 50 Shades of Grey?
I think 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fan fiction.
Okay, I always get those confused.
But Stephanie Meyer, I don't know if she wrote that.
No.
Yeah.
It's definitely fan fiction of this.
But I can see how the two, I have not seen 50 Shades of Grey either, but I've again, through media, just know of it.
Yeah.
And I could see how some of the stuff earlier in this movie could translate directly to that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should we do our IMDb corner segment?
Yeah, I'm going to run through this as quick as I can. There's a lot of people, but a lot of people in this are known from the Twilight series.
Yeah.
But we have the director. She's done some work. She didn't do the rest of the Twilight movies, but I hadn't seen anything that she had done. And Kristen Stewart, obviously, as Bella. Snow White and the Huntsman. She was in a Charlie's Angels remake. She was in Love Lies Bleeding more recently. And a couple other things, like some shopping one. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
She's been in a bunch of stuff that I've never seen.
Yeah, I saw Snow White and the Huntsman. I didn't see the second one. Yeah.
The director of that movie directed a commercial that I acted in for Chevy. And I had no idea who he was. And one of the other people that were on set was like, "Do you know who that director is?" And I was like, "Nope." He was like, "That's Rupert, whatever his last name is." And they were like, "He directed Snow White and the Huntsman. And I think he had an affair with Kristen Stewart."
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, "Cool."
He did. And then speaking of Robert Pattinson, obviously Batman, Mickey 17 recently, Tenet, the upcoming Dune Part 3. And the thing that got me on Robert Pattinson's side was seeing the movie Good Time, that was directed by the brothers that did that Adam Sandler movie where he's the jewel.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, yeah. The Safdie brothers did Good Time.
Yeah.
And Robert Pattinson's in that, and he's great in it. It's a very interesting movie. I really liked it. And then we got
also from Harry Potter. He was in Harry Potter, right?
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he was. As not as Harry Potter, obviously, but he was somebody in Harry Potter.
I guess
Cedric Diggory.
Okay, cool. Yeah, again, we are also people who have seen very little Harry Potter.
Yeah,
we have our blind spots.
We 100% do.
So we got Taylor Lautner, who was in that Valentine's Day movie, which is like a Love Actually, throw a bunch of stars in it. He was discovered in The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah,
which I never saw.
That's what it was.
There's a movie called Abduction that he's in that I watched a video of people making fun of that movie. It's pretty ridiculous. And he was in the movie Home Team, where Kevin James plays Sean Payton, the football coach.
Oh, God. Yeah, that fucking movie.
Which I've never seen. And then we got quickly Billy Burke playing Charlie Swan, Bella's dad. He was in 24, Drive Angry, this show Zoo, this show Revolution, Fire Country. He seems like he's just been hitting all the TV classics. Like Zoo was like animals going crazy. Revolution was some like sci-fi network show. Fire Country. He played the voice of Gordon in some of the Batman DC animated movies. So yeah, I'll have stuff to say about actors in this thing when we get into the movie. But we have Anna Kendrick from Pitch Perfect.
Yep.
Simple Plan, Up in the Air. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. A bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Sarah Clark, 24 and Bosch. Kellen Lutz, basically from this. I know him from a 30 Rock cameo, but he's also been in FBI.
Yeah, Kellen Lutz, he looked so weird to me. I didn't know who he was other than, I've never seen him in anything, but he was just like so bizarre looking in this movie.
Someone that looks completely nerded down is Christian Serratos as Angela. And I was like, oh, I know her from the over 100 episodes of The Walking Dead that she's in. She doesn't have a ton of credits, but she's been in The Walking Dead. And then rounding out the crew, we have Peter Fasinelli as Dr. Cullen, the palest doctor in the world with the icy cold touch. Yeah. With the icy cold touch that I don't understand how his bedside manner would work. But he was in Nurse Jackie, Supergirl, and this show called Fastlane. It came out in like 2002 with Bill Bellamy and Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and was directed by Mick G. And I just remember commercials.
He directed it.
And I just remember commercials for that. It was of its time. And then we have Edie Gathegi as Laurent. He was in the recent Superman movie as Mr. Terrific. He was in For All Mankind and Blacklist. And he's underutilized here, but I think he plays a bigger role in the sequels.
I also have to call out Cam Gigandit, who played the tracker vampire James. He was in the OC. I remember him as a character. He's a bad guy named Volchik. Mm-hmm. And he was also in the movie Burlesque with Christina Aguilera and Cher. Okay, remember that? And our boy.
Yes.
Our boy is in this.
Gil Birmingham as Billy Black, a.k.a. Leonard Lobo from Veronica Mars.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I told you he plays every Native American of importance.
He's also in Buffy, in Inca Mummy Girl.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot that he's in that.
Yeah.
But
he's hitting a trifecta, man.
Yeah. Yellowstone, Kimmy Schmidt. He's been in everything, man. But yeah, I saw his name come up and I was like, oh, great.
Yeah. Again, I think that Lobo is a wolf.
Lobo is a wolf, yes.
Yeah.
But he's not
very fun.
He's not named Lobo in this.
No, he's named Billy Black.
Yeah. And they hint at wolves on the nose in this version, in this movie, but we got to wait till the sequel before we get some real wolf action. And it needs it so bad.
Yeah.
It needs it so bad.
I mean, yeah. Is this the end? Is that the end of?
That's the end. There's some
IMDb?
Other people in here, but that's long enough.
Quick story synopsis: 17-year-old Bella Swan. She's moving from Phoenix, Arizona to Forks, Washington to live with her dad because her mom and her new stepdad are like traveling across America. And what's her stepdad? He's like a
minor league baseball player.
Baseball player?
Yeah.
So she goes to this new high school and she meets a guy named Edward Cullen that she's immediately fascinated with. And then he's like kind of immediately fascinated with her after an initial horrendous first interaction, and they fall in love within like 3 weeks, and he tells her he's a vampire and his whole family is vampires, and there's some other shit going on. There's a gang of evil vampires that like fuck with the Cullens for like
5 minutes.
The last 20 minutes of the movie. I mean, that's kind of it. You know, like, there's not a lot going on in this movie.
Yeah. We'll dive into specific moments and scenes, but yeah, that's it. It's girl falls in love with vampire. Vampire introduces her to vampire world. Vampire fight ending.
Yeah. Vague hints at wolves.
Yeah, like not so vague.
Not very vague.
I leave you alone for 1 minute and the wolves are already at the door. Wink, wink.
Yeah. My family's descended from wolves. This is all just a story.
This is all just a story.
This is all just a bunch of legend and story. Don't take too much of this too seriously.
My dad's paid me $20 to tell you to break up with your boyfriend. Yeah.
She's like, doesn't ask why. Yeah. Anyway.
We should also mention that Stephanie Meyer has a cameo in this, where she's at the restaurant diner. I guess she's a vegetarian because there's so much vegetarian talk, and she gets a veggie plate. She's on her laptop at the restaurant that the dad and Bella eat at in one of the scenes.
Okay, I did not catch that. But yeah, so that's about it, everybody. Thanks for listening to
Joe, initial thoughts from you.
I think visually it is horrendous. Like, it looks like they forgot to color grade the movie. Like, it looks like it's just they shot it raw and forgot to color grade it. But I know that's like it was
a look at a time. It was a look.
Yeah.
Remember when they started going log as a color for everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just everything's grayed out. It's a lot of like grays, light blues, and greens, which I don't know, man. Everybody dresses horribly. Like Bella dresses horrendously throughout this movie. I just think that the love story escalates so fast.
That's the irony of the movie. Because I wrote in my notes at one point, it's 50 minutes before Bella realizes that he's a vampire.
Yeah.
And this movie's like a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of time to build up a romance in this point.
Yeah. I just don't know where it comes from. There's no reason. Like, Edward is so rude and then weird.
Yeah, but he has that vampire. I have a bigger issue with the characterization of Bella.
Yeah, well, there is none.
Well, they try to have it both ways. I'll let you continue, and I'll dive into that. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. The whole time I was watching this, I was like trying to put myself into the mind of a teenage girl to be like, what am I latching on to here? Like, yeah, Robert Pattinson's like hot. Kristen Stewart's pretty. And I was just like, is that really it? Like, Edward just acts so bizarrely, and I don't get. I mean, Jacob has definitely got more riz than Edward. Like, he seems like a nice guy. Terrible hair. I don't know what they were doing with that. I mean, wig.
That's going to be the big thing. Are you a Jacob or Edward person going forward? That was the big. I
mean, we spent like 2 minutes with Jacob, and I'm already team Jacob.
Till you see him maul someone.
I was trying to fucking like figure out when Robert Pattinson's wearing a wig and when he's not. And like, because his hair changes drastically throughout the movie. I don't know how to. First impressions, I'm just like a little frustrated and weirded out. How about you?
This movie, I'm with you where I'm trying to, when I watch this, I'm like, oh, this is for teenage girls. Right at the beginning, I'm like, this is for teenage girls right away.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so when the movie came out in 2008, it was not a movie for me. And now in 2026, this is definitely not a movie for me. So I'm watching it, and I could see. I think there has been better versions of this because I watched The Hunger Games, and I'm like, okay, The Hunger Games has that too, but it also has the fighting, it has the love story, the love triangle stuff in it. I don't know. That has more of a compelling. I can get it, but it's more dystopian. And this is more fantasy. Like, oh, what if the handsome guy at school? Like, it's like the safe girl liking the bad boy, but this time the bad boy is an actual vampire, and it's like it has that level to it. But they don't do anything. I found I had texted Joe when I was like halfway through the movie, and I was so bored because nothing really was happening.
Yeah. And
they could have like thrown in weird little conflicts or relationship conflicts, but there's not. I guess it's flawed from the beginning for me with Bella's character. Just because Bella's character is clumsy, quiet girl. And we've seen this in so much media. They're like clumsy. I think that's why I was thinking about Jennifer's Body, which we reviewed, where you have the two characters, and what is the
Amanda Seyfried, Megan Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox. So Megan Fox is like the hot one that's like going out partying, all the guys like her, and then Amanda Seyfried character is okay. She's cute and everything, but no, people aren't hitting on her the same way. She doesn't have that allure. When Bella shows up at this school, she is hit on by every single guy at this school as if they have never seen a woman before, as if Anna Kendricks is not there, as if Christian Serratos is not there. Like all these other people, they are pretty people in this school. It's not like Bella comes in and she's blowing people out of the water, just looks or personality. So like, why didn't they make her like the clumsy one? And then Edward comes over and he's kind of like trying to get her out of her shell, and they bond through that. But instead, she has every dude. They want to put her on the cover of the newspaper the first day she shows up at school.
Yeah, like she doesn't say a word to anybody, and like the guy, I think his name is Eric, the Asian guy. He just like runs up to her, like, "You're Bella.
Yeah,
you're Isabella."
Everybody knows her name too. Like
everybody knows her. Everybody knows like, "Oh, you're from Arizona, right?" And it's like, did they get like a brief sent to them that there's a new student? Like what?
Also, this is a little bit of a side tangent, but when her dad seems to live there his whole life, when did she move to Arizona? Because at the diner, they say, "Oh, that was when she was 4. She used to come in here and with the fishing guy." So did they grow up there and then they moved to Arizona and then she moved back? It felt like Forks was I don't know, whatever. They don't really care about the family dynamic too much in the show.
Is she a clumsy girl?
Yeah, she trips a bunch. That's the whole ending.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
That's how the whole ending bullshit like works. Which is like my least favorite thing.
I didn't really pick up. Like she tripped once in front of her dad when she like slips.
She slips. She literally does a pratfall slip coming out when she's walking through the greenhouse with Edward. She bumps into him there. It's so.
And then she knocks over the apple that Edward kicks up or whatever.
And at the end of the movie, the excuse for why she has has cut herself is like, "Oh, they came to help you, and you fell down the stairs and fell out the window."
2 flights of stairs and out a window.
It's like that girl was attacked. Like, but no, she's just the clumsy girl. That's what they were doing. They were trying to have the clumsy girl trope, the quiet, I just want to read my book trope. But everybody's treating her like she's a cheerleader.
Yeah, she's like the most popular girl in the school even before arrival. It was like they rolled out the red carpet for her. And like she gets asked to prom, like the guy Eric wants to ask her to prom. Yeah. The other guy wants to ask her to prom. And she's like, I don't get why they would.
The movie does not spend any, and I'm sure in the books there might be a little bit more to, maybe not, who knows. But there seems like there has to be a little more. In this movie, she just shows up. She's the most popular girl in school. She gets this red truck, which she's excited to get, which I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I guess I'm trying to figure out her personality. It's the beginning of the movie. She gets an old red truck, but she doesn't want to live in Forks away from her mom. But she gets this old red truck and she's like, yay, oh my God, this is so kick-ass. I'm like, oh, okay. What are you? What do you like?
Yeah. Well, it was also like she's excited about the truck and Jacob's like showing her like, hey, this is what you got to do it. And she's all jazzed about it. But then as soon as she like parks it at school, she's like embarrassed by the truck, it seems like. Because somebody's like, nice ride. And she's like,
Yeah.
I was like, you were excited about this, like on the ride here.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, you can't have it both ways. Let her be dorky at that school and let Edward get her out of the shell and they can bond over that. Instead, the first scene we get is the horny at first sight scene, which was insane. The looks that they had when they sit next to each other were just, I was like, wow.
Oh, I didn't take that horny. Dude, number one, he looked like he was about to barf. And then he is sitting next to her. He's just like staring at her like, what is your deal, dude?
But then when they actually start talking and she's biting her lip when she looks at him.
Oh my God, dude.
It was like, And I don't, at this point, I don't know if she's ever dated anyone before. I don't know if she's had a boyfriend. I know nothing about her life or what her interactions with guys at all. And she is horned up for this. Angel could never get Buffy to go for him like this.
Angel could never. I mean, you said that first conversation that they have, because like after like they sit next to each other for the first time, like Edward's like sick to his stomach, like he doesn't want to be around her.
Well, when she walks into the room, it's the slow motion and the fan's blowing and it blows her hair, and it's like that beauty shot when she walks in.
Yeah, but it's blowing from the back, which is not what you want.
But what they wanted from that is later you find out like her scent.
The scent
makes But you don't know that from the beginning, so it looks like why did it blow from behind her?
Yeah. Like she sees that he's hot. Like her friends give her the like intel, like, oh, that's Edward. He's hot, but like he doesn't talk to anybody. And like no girl's good enough for him. And she's like, I wouldn't even try. And then she has to sit next to him, and he has that like scent moment, and then he's like staring a hole into her.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't show up to class for the next several days. He tries to transfer out of that class. And then when he finally comes back and they have that conversation, every sentence that Bella says starts and ends with like a sigh, because she's like, so you want to look into the microscope? And then she's biting her lip. And I was just like, God, dude. And then like, he's also, I mean,
they're making choices, man.
Here's the thing about like Robert Pattinson that I didn't realize until we saw Mickey 17. Because I saw him in Batman and he's putting on like a Batman voice. His voice is like very high pitched, and I did not realize that. And it's very high pitched and nasally. And so I was like, oh, I don't even like his voice. Like his voice isn't even sexy, you know?
Yeah. That's
I mean, then he's talking to her and he's like talking about like biology shit with her. And she's like, oh my God, this is the hottest man I've ever interacted with. I just like, this guy? I mean, he's hot.
I just feel like they need to make something happen. Instead, they're just passing a microscope back and forth and saying like, photophage, diabetes.
Yeah.
And I was like, give them something. I don't even know where to go right now. Let's talk about the acting in general.
Yeah.
I don't think people that aren't film people realize how difficult it is for actors to deliver this type of dialogue in a somewhat convincing way. I honestly don't like I've read stuff. I've read stuff and been like, this doesn't make any sense. And then you see an actor like read it and perform it with their fucking soul. And you're like, wow, you did it. You made it somewhat workable. Because there are some scenes that they have together later in the movie where they're just saying lines to each other. And I'm like, this dialogue makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they're delivering it as if they love each other somehow. And it's so hard. Like, I think about the dad character.
But did you think it was good?
No, I don't think it's good.
Did you think the acting's good?
I don't think it's good, but I think they're doing the best with what they can with this, like, stuff. Because I know Pattinson's good. I know Kristen Stewart has, like, I don't know how much of a range she has, but I know she has, like, the ability to, like, do something. And I think some of the choices that they end up taking are so bad. Like, we don't need 2 phone calls with the mom saying, hey, are you dating any boys? Tell me about boys. Sorry, Mom, I gotta go. Like, what? I mean, I don't know. That's just a strange dynamic that her mom has. She found out she almost died in a car crash, and she's like, hey, so you want to stay in Forks because of a boy, right? It's a boy, huh? Boy? I was like, geez, man. Chill out, Mom.
Yeah.
And the dad doesn't have anything to really do, but he has to like and they try to do that emotional scene where she storms out, which came out of left field to be like, oh,
I don't really understand what the purpose of that whole thing was.
So this movie just kind of goes on, and it takes forever to get to the baseball scene, which I'm sure me and you both knew about going into this movie.
Yeah, I knew about the baseball scene. I did a vampire themed burlesque show where somebody did their act to Supermassive Black Hole, and they were doing the baseball thing, and so yeah.
So the baseball thing, it comes way too late into the movie, I thought, and again, that might be shaded because we know it's coming, but I felt like we could have gotten to that way sooner.
Well, I thought the baseball scene was like the end of the movie. So as soon as the baseball scene came on, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I checked the time and I was like, there's still 40 minutes left.
You thought that was the end of the movie? Nothing had happened.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing had happened yet, because the baseball scene is when we first get the introduction to the other vampires who are supposed to be the threat. But there's 3 vampires that are supposed to be a threat. Turns out only 2 of them are a threat, and we only deal with 1 of them in the movie.
Yeah.
So, but what was I talking about before the baseball scene? Oh, it was after the baseball scene. That's when we get to the dad scene at the end of the movie, where this one, I guess we have to bring this up. I did not know that the vampires all had different powers.
I didn't know that either.
And apparently,
they're like the Avengers of vampires.
Yeah, apparently Edward can read minds, but the only mind he
can. And he's fast.
He's the fastest out of the group, but they're all fast. But he can read minds, and the only mind he can't read is Bella's. Why can't he read Bella's mind? Just 'cause.
She's special.
She's special for some reason.
She's the main character.
Because she went to the craft bookstore, the bookstore from the craft, to read about vampires. But yeah, so he can read minds, and other people, this other bad guy vampire, he's good at tracking, apparently. So, which is so stupid. So, and Edward could read his mind and knew that he was going to track Bella, who was on the baseball field with them when they came over, when they're cracking balls into the woods. And so then they're driving away, and he's like, I'm going to take you out of here. And Bella's like, no, he has my scent. He's going to go to my house. He's going to attack my dad. And so the plan is, they know they're being chased. So they're going to go to the dad, and she's going to tell him that she's leaving so that the vampire that's tracking them will follow them away from the dad. That's...
Yeah.
But when it happens, I was like, what is her plan? I thought she was going to take the dad with her. And she just walks in and says, I'm leaving. And he's like, but what? Maybe I could spend more time with you. I'm like, doesn't she have like graduation and school, and you're just letting your daughter storm out? Like, it was so, yeah.
Well, when they leave the baseball game, Bella's talking to Edward, and she's like, you have to take me home.
Mm-hmm.
And then Edward's like, you can't go home. They'll find you there. And she's like, well, my dad's not safe then. And then he's like, well, then you need to leave home and go somewhere else. Like, the plan was weird to me.
The whole,
like, they take her back to Phoenix. Don't they?
Yes, they go back to Phoenix. And this vampire who we just see running in the woods ran all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
And
I guess.
And their plan is, there's 1 vampire after us, maybe 2. There's 7 of the good vampires. Let's split up.
Yeah.
That vampire couldn't beat all of you guys.
Yeah.
Because Laurent, the black guy, he's like, hey, I just came over to tell you that he's a wild card tracker vampire. He's super strong. Bye.
He's deadly as hell.
I was like, wait,
be warned.
The coolest looking vampire in here that seems like the badass leader of this trio is just like,
yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah.
Why did I watch him? Why did I watch him through interspliced throughout the whole movie? I know in the book, I'm sure he comes back for later stuff, but in this movie, I'm like, you just gave me the most least interesting villain.
Yeah. Was he even a villain though? Like, cause he seemed chill. Like, he was like, oh, I didn't realize y'all had this property, or like y'all were in this territory.
Lauren's
we'll
fine.
Be moving through.
I'm saying the guy tracking Bella is a villain.
Yeah.
But to the point that like he's not a quote unquote vegetarian vampire. but he ran across state lines to track this girl down.
Yeah, man.
And this is about 10 minutes of the movie. That was my problem. This isn't like something that happens towards the middle of the movie and they have to keep like dodging stuff. This happens, it's like 15 minutes from the time that he starts chasing her to the time where they end up killing him.
Yeah.
That's it. A 2-hour movie, 15 minutes of it is Bella gets chased, falls on some glass, somehow didn't bleed out, and then gets bit and then gets the venom sucked out of her arm because vampires have venom.
Yeah. There's a lot of vampire lore bullshittery in this.
The
Bro
diamond
goes to a house of mirrors.
Yeah, because one vampire can see the future and predict people's paths, which I know plays a major role in the final stuff. Because I know
it
that.
has to.
I know exactly how. I know the ridiculousness of how this series ends in a way. But
I feel like I do too.
Yeah.
But like he goes to like I guess the ending. Well, let's just talk about the ending.
because that's like the smallest part of the movie. But because after that they go to prom.
Yeah. So James, the tracker vampire, tracks Bella or like lures her to her old dance studio where she did like ballet or whatever when she was a kid. And he's got like, he's threatening her mom. And then he it's like a house of mirrors that they like play up as like, oh, he's in this like house of mirrors. And they show it like him like in all of these different things. And they don't do anything with the house of mirrors is what bothered me. He just immediately walks up to her. There's no like, where is he? Where is he? Bella's just like standing in a corner and then he walks up to her and grabs her. It's a ballet
studio. The mirrors aren't going to be layered in a way that's like a house of mirrors.
But the way that they were filming it, like when she first arrives and it's like, oh, it looks like they're going to do a thing where it's like, oh, where is he? Which one's the real James and all that shit. I know that the ballet studio is not going to have have it like laid up like a maze or whatever. But the way that they shot it made it seem like, why is he in these mirrors? Like they show him like from different mirror angles and then he just walks up to her.
Yeah, this set is kind of strange because at this point I was a little zoned out, but there's like columns that she's getting thrown across. There's like mirrors that are in the middle of like she falls on glass a bunch.
I mean, it looked like a church, to be honest with you, but with like mirrors in it.
It's just some giant set that they smashed up.
Like this is the biggest ballet studio ever, dude.
The thing that got me is once Edward shows up and starts fighting this guy and then his family shows up, they destroy this guy immediately.
Yeah, they couldn't have done that back in Washington?
Yeah, I was like, it's 7 of you guys. You guys can't take this one guy down? Set a trap.
Could have done that on the fucking baseball field. Smash a baseball through his face.
Yeah, just have her stand by a tree. Oh my God, the fact that they put on Bella's coat on one of the vampires that had her rub her scent on a tree.
Yeah.
And then the vampire that's tracking them, he smells that and he goes, "Arr!" They tricked me and it turns back around. I was like, this is so dumb. and then they could all sense that he turned around because everyone's like, he's coming. I was like, what is the powers? What's happening?
Well, that's the future seer girl. She's like, oh, something's changed. And then Bella immediately gets a phone call like, we lost him.
And then her mom's like, what's happening? So that vampire went to her mom's place, right? Yeah. Called from her mom's place. At the end of the movie, the mom does not react as if some strange man showed up at her house that was a vampire.
Yeah.
Does not say anything about that on the bedside. And the story, I just can't get over. Hey, Dr. Cullen and Edward showed up and they tried to talk you into going back to Forks and you went over to their hotel room and you fell down 2 flights of stairs and out of a window. Lucky they saved you. I was like, what kind of bullshit logic is that? She fell down 2 flights of stairs and out of a window?
Yeah, that's why she broke her leg.
And did
Don't mind the bite mark on her arm.
Yeah, that just magically disappears.
Never mind the bite mark. Never mind the like probable hand grip thing, because that's how she broke her leg. Actually, is James like grabbed her leg so hard that he broke her leg.
And don't mind the fact that if you called your ex-husband, he would be like, "Yeah, my daughter went out on a date with this guy Edward and came back furious."
Yeah.
So he
I
probably
never want to see you again, and now he's in the hospital with you.
Yeah, maybe he threw her out the window and down 2 flights of stairs. Insanity that was the excuse they came up with.
Dude, yeah, when she came in, she was like, "I never want to see you again, Edward." And Edward's just lurking in the door frame. And the dad's like, "What happened? Hey, what happened?"
Did he break
She's like, "I'm leaving. I'm going back to Phoenix." And dad's like, "Come on, I can be fun."
He might be one of the worst cops ever. Because the fact that there's like, your daughter just stormed in from a date with this guy that's strange. And you're just like, what happened that she wants to leave town? And you're thinking it's about you? You think it's about you? She just went out on a date with this guy. You think this guy did something? You're a cop. Like, you should be questioning him.
He does ask, did he like dump you or something?
She's like, "No, I dumped him." He's like, "Oh, but I thought you really liked him." I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that's what I think. That's what I mean when I'm like having to deliver that dialogue like that. That tracks so unemotionally that you have to somehow like deliver that as if that's what your character would say. Why would he? I'd be like, no, that guy did something to my daughter for her to storm in. She has shown zero range of emotion the few weeks she's been here. This is the most excitable she's been. I need to find out what's going on. No way. I'm like, no, you sitting down, you're going to tell me what happened.
Yeah. No, he just lets her go.
Just lets her go.
She'll be fine.
And she gets in the car. She's like, "I said the same line that my mom said to him when she broke up with him." And I was...
Yeah.
And then that makes me question the timeline of when they moved out of Forks. Because if she was 4 or 5, like, when did they divorce? Because it seems like she hasn't been in Forks since she was a kid. Yet she remembers the line that her mom said to the dad when they broke up, which would imply that she was at least 8 to 10.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the mom told her.
6. Your mom was like, "Hey, you know what I said really mean to your dad when I broke up with him?" Let me sit
you know what really got under his skin when I left your father?
Let me sit you down and tell you how, like, we're breaking up, but we still love you. No, I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. Maybe.
Am I going to live in this fucking small town and watch baseball games with you and your dumb buddies? Nah, I feel like I'm stuck here.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to go marry a minor league baseball player. And talk to you about boys.
God.
And because, and I did like that they brought up that Bella doesn't have a tan, being from Arizona.
Yeah, I did like that too. You're from Arizona? Aren't they supposed to be tan? She's like, like, I don't know if she makes eye contact with another character in this movie.
Yo, a scene that killed me. The kids in the school are freaking obsessive creepsters. But I love when they try to get her to go to the beach. And she's like, "I will if you just stop saying beach or whatever." And
the push or whatever.
Yeah. And la push. So they go to the beach and people are putting on wetsuits because the water's cold and whatever. And while they're getting dressed, they're like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want to do this." What? This was your plan. No one's forcing.
It's your idea.
This is...
Oh my god, and dude.
And then Jacob shows out with his friends, and you're just like, are we not going to deal with there being like a reservation and like these yokels at the school would probably make fun of him because he doesn't go to the school, he goes to the reservation school. You know they're racist against the Native Americans there.
Nah, man, nice. They're nice.
Sure.
They're nice white people making friends with the natives.
She doesn't walk
just like it was in the 1400s, 1500s.
I love what it was like. Yeah, Edward knows not to come here, and I was like, what? And then the next scene is a walk and talk on the beach. He's like, "So, what did you mean they don't come here? Oh, you caught that, did you? When we said it blatantly."
The Cullens know better than to come here.
Hey, what did you mean by that? Oh, you picked that up, huh? I was just like, are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, it was like they're all at the beach or whatever. They're all getting their surfboards. And then they're all like, yeah, Bella invited Edward to come.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? I thought that'd be nice. You guys don't invite him. They're like, they never come here. And then Jacob's like, yeah, they know better than Jacob's homies were like, they know better than to fucking come to our spot.
Yeah.
And then the walk and talk is just like, here, let me give you lore, literal lore about my family is descended from wolves. And Bella's like, what? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's just a story. Anyway, so, Jacob's family or Edward's family, the Cullens, they're descended from something else. Wink, wink. And let me tell you, we don't play nice. So they don't come to our fucking part of the neck of the woods. We don't go to their neck of the woods.
He even goes as far as to say, because she goes, wait, didn't they just move here? And he's like, or move back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, you're giving so much unnecessary information. This is what I think these movies are. I think Jacob and Edward both wants this girl to know their secrets so bad. Because Edward is trying so hard to be like, hey, we need to stay away from each other. While he goes up to her at the lunch line. He's like, you should get away. I'm like, you came over to me. We were done.
Yeah. You fucking looked disgusted by me the first day. I hated your guts. I was going to ask you what was up with you. You could have just continued with that.
And when they walk into the woods, again, this is why it reminded me of that movie, Jennifer's Body, because it's another walk into the woods scene in that movie.
Yeah.
Like the school is right next to the deepest forest ever. And they go in there. He's like, tell me, what am I? Say it out loud. Yeah. And the camera work. Out loud. The camera work in this scene is insane. The camera is swooping around, flying over top of each other. It's like hitting them in the back of the head. The camera, I've never seen a camera move that much for people standing still. Like even in the Matrix, it's not even going around.
You're so right. Like she like the way that she figures out that they're vampires is like she just Googles it. She like reads a book and then like Googles it.
This is what the movie does. The movie at one point had her and her dad at the diner or restaurant or whatever. And she goes to reach for the ketchup at the same time as her dad. They almost touch it. And it's like this weird moment that you would expect for like lovers to have where they almost touch hands, right? Then they do it where they're changing the radio with Edward in the car with her and they almost touch
it's the heat.
The heat. Yeah, she's trying to turn the heat down and she touches his hand and he's like cold.
No, dude, you're underselling. So on like
but
the
I'm just
Buffy
saying,
podcast.
I'm just saying like the beginning, the fact that they did a scene of hands almost touching with the dad in the restaurant made no sense to me because that's not how you show that a parent is awkward around their daughter. You know what I mean? Like there's better ways to show that instead of
maybe that was just it was there to let you know that Bella knows what a real human, warm-blooded human hand feels like. So that when she,
fair enough,
so that the
I'll
contrast
give you that.
when she touches it,
because she has never touched another person before. Probably, you're right.
I mean,
you're right. No, that's a great point.
So that scene with them in the car and she touches his hand, like on the Buffy podcast when I would do like the exaggerated like. That's her reaction to like actual reaction to touching his hand.
Yeah.
Is she has like a whole like
yeah,
and then looks up at him and like does the like head move.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that was the best take of that. There's no way that that's what she was directed to do.
And then she goes and she looks in her book and it's just close-ups of pages and words and it says undead and then she starts Googling something and looking around. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So she finds out this. And this is...
She's the cold-skinned one, drinks blood, speed. Mm-hmm. You see speed.
Strength. Because she was looking at him across the way the black dude in the car almost spun off and like hit her, and like he came over and pushed the car away. No one else saw this happen, and and they're so apologetic. Sorry, Bella, I almost killed you, Bella. I just lost control. You notice the cop dad was pissed off at that dude for almost killing his daughter, but Edward, he's just like, wait, but you liked him.
Yeah.
So she gets all this information. They go into the woods. The camera does all kinds of nonsense. And
the cameraman was caught in a tornado in there filming of that.
Dude, it's so insane. Like, I appreciate how insane it is there, but I could just tell that they just didn't know. It has no rhyme or reason. It does not need to be like this.
Well, they were already doing like a swoop around while they were like, she's like figuring it out. And then when Edward's like, say it out loud, it does like an even faster, like full 360 swoop around. I was like, what?
We all know he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Like everybody going to this movie knows that he's a vampire. This is not that moment. This is not the twist of like, if you said Jacob was a wolf and that happened, I'd be like, oh, cool. I might not have seen that. I might not know that from the poster or whatever. But
yeah.
But then she just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not afraid of you. I still like you. She has no fear, no doubt, no like, hey, maybe there's no questioning what she should do. There's none of the debate that you should have when a character discovers that someone's a vampire. She goes from, you're a vampire. I don't care. I'm not afraid of you. I just want to be with you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You don't have a night to think about. Like, you just found that out last night.
Dude, and we haven't seen them interact enough.
Yeah.
Like the first interaction was just like weird and awkward, and Edward's like repulsed by her.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, hey, you want to talk about some biology stuff? Mm-hmm. What if, hey, we can't be friends anymore because I might be the bad guy. She's like, you saved me from a truck, though. I saw you. Why won't you tell me what happened? You hit your head. You hit your head, Bella. You're misremembering things. Just gaslighting the shit out of her.
No one will believe you anyway. It's like, geez.
Yeah.
Like, this is...
What the fuck? That's like a villain line from a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. And I'm like, so you found out he's an actual vampire. First, you discovered that vampires even exist.
Yeah.
And your reaction is like, I don't care. Can you invite me over to dinner with your family?
Let's hang out in the lonely woods together.
Oh, what? And one of the funniest scenes is when he puts her on his back and starts running.
No.
It looks so dumb. It looks so dumb. It looks so
The wire
silly.
work is so silly. Dude, I mean, even
and I don't even know if that's romantic. Is that romantic? To hop on your boyfriend's back and he sprints up a hill full speed?
I don't know. Vance, you ever fucking had a lady on your back and you start sprinting?
I don't know. I've never been into the rucksack kinking. He's jumping from tree to tree with her.
I think just the editing of all of the, like when you see their super speed and superpowers, it looks like, when you're walking, when you're in an airport and they have that like walkway, like escalator,
and the background's moving,
and you're like walking over top of it, and it's like uncanny valley fast. That's like how James, Laurent, and Victoria show up at the baseball game. It looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
But then like their fast running of just like their arms moving so fast, and then like him climbing the trees, like not even touching the tree. It looks like
the tree is hilarious. It looks so bad. It looks so bad.
It doesn't look real at all. Like it's so bad.
You know the vibe I got from him climbing the tree? It was the same vibe I got in Spider-Man 2 when Tobey Maguire has Mary Jane on that web. And he crawls over to her in the spider form. And I was like, no, you look gross now. That doesn't look, that's not attractive. She's sitting on a spider web and you crawl over with your legs all splayed out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, the special effects on their superpowers are, like, even when the girl is like reading the future and drawing. Like they have her hand moving fast.
What's that? I was like, man,
So
it's been a while since I've seen that trope in a show
Yeah.
where it's like the person that has visions and they're drawing. And it's like,
yeah, the clairvoyant
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
It was so awful looking. Like they're like super speeding, like her hand moving around and stuff. And she's like not even looking at the paper. She's like looking off into
Yeah.
the distance. And I'm just like, oh my God, dude, like, come on.
I've definitely been a part of writing some stuff like that in my day.
I mean, there's also just no way to show the one guy is like the strongest of them. Like the guy that
Yeah.
looks like he's fucking into Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
He just like jumps, and Edward and him jump and like slam into each other at the baseball game. That looks so stupid. The girl pitching looks so stupid with her fucking leg kick.
My nitpick of the baseball game would be the doctor hitting the ball. And then, yeah, when they jump into each other, when Edward and them jump into each other and fall and they drop the ball, the doctor slides to second base and stays there.
Yeah.
Why? I was like, why are you sliding? No one's throwing you out. And then he just is on second base. That's just a baseball nitpick, because the girl who doesn't like Bella, who is
Rosalie.
Yeah, she gets called out. I do love
correctly.
Correctly,
She gets called out correctly.
I do love the shots, the close-up shots of Bella talking to the other girl. I mean, like, whoa, I see why you guys play during a thunderstorm. Huh, that's got to be a home run. He's fast. Whoa, you're right. Like it's such like just sideline heckling. And I wanted more of that in the movie. I needed more ridiculous of that spread out throughout the movie.
Well, then, like, what's his face? Edward throws Rosalie out at home. And everyone's like, it's so clear and obvious that she's out.
Yeah.
And then everybody like turns to Bella because Bella's the umpire. And Bella just goes, out. And then Rosalie gets up and just mean mugs the shit out of her, like shoulder checks her, like, you fucking bitch. Like, dude,
and they don't do enough. They don't do enough with that. I feel like they keep saving stuff for like the sequels or whatever, because you have this one guy who's like a new vampire that's like a new vegetarian that keeps staring at her, and he's like a weird creep look. And you're like, oh, is
Jasper.
You're like, is Jasper gonna do something like a third act twist where he actually tries to like kill her or corner her or something? No, he's not gonna do anything.
I feel like that happens in another one of these movies.
Is the doctor going to be pissed off that you're now dating a human and are bringing him around? No, he's fine. The other girl looks like, I hate this, and she's mad that she ate before she came over while they're making like Italian food. And it's like,
yeah,
okay. And then that's the whole scene of them meeting the family, because after that they go to his room. He doesn't have a bed because they decide, let's not even look like we're real people. Like, you're posing. You're posing. Like, at least put a bed in the room. You don't have to sleep in it, but just have a bed in the room.
Sit in the bed. Beds are comfy for you to sit in.
You can just have one in it so someone doesn't go to rooms and like, why is there no beds?
Where are you fucking?
Yeah. And then he jumps out of a window and they start climbing trees, and they climb to the top of a tree. I'm like, wait, you just got rid of the whole dramatic tension of the scene, which is Bella being around the vampire family.
Hold on tight, little spider monkey.
Oh, that was so gross. Like, having to deliver that line is just, what are you making me do? What are you making me do?
I mean, he's got kind of a Leo D'Amato voice, not gonna lie.
So when he runs up the hill and goes into the sun,
yeah,
it is fucking diamond skin.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's like diamonds. You're beautiful. He's like, I'm a monster. I was just like, what are we doing here?
I mean, and he's also just like aggressively cornering her against trees, putting her up in like super high trees and like getting in her face.
He's trying to scare her away.
You should be scared of me.
He's trying to scare her away, and she's just not taking the hint. He breaks into her bedroom and she goes, do you do that often? Yeah, I like watching you sleep. Dude.
And she goes, do you do that often? He goes, Yeah, for just a couple months. What?
Yeah, and also it's been a couple months.
I was going to say, I don't think she's been there a couple months because she gets in
the
there.
The first day they asked her to prom.
Yeah, it's March. Because she says that.
Yeah.
Oh, middle of the semester in March is her first day. Yeah. Prom is in like April or May. Like, bro hasn't had a lot of time to fucking stalk her like
and
this.
These people are like, did not plan out their prom situation. They're asking three people are asking a new girl to prom.
I just don't really like going back to our conversation about like putting your mind into like a teenage girl, even like, I don't know, young adult girl. Like, I don't understand the fantasy of this.
See, I think so we watched Buffy. The fantasy of this would be the fantasy of Buffy is like, oh, what if I was like the super powerful girl, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the other fantasy of Willow. You know, Willow gets her like, she ends up getting some powers. She ends up dating Oz, who's like turns out to be a werewolf and stuff. So you could, I feel like Bella needs to be more of a Willow when she starts, and then slowly stumble on to the fact that he's a vampire, and then have to debate of whether or not she wants to be with him. And then some type of thing should happen where they put them closer together, but nothing happened. She just finds out he's a vampire, walks into the woods, and he shows the diamond skin. And she's just like, you're beautiful. I don't care what you are. You're great. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, I think they either need to do that, or they need to have Bella and Edward have like a relationship before, and then she finds out the secret so that she's like, oh, well, I've already had this connection with this guy. Can I live with the vampire stuff?
Yes, the connection is not there before the vampire stuff. And the vampire stuff and the sneaking into your room and watching you sleep are all such red flags. And she has no fear. Yeah. And it's not even like she was one of those girls that were like into like vampire, dark, black magic type stuff. And then this happened and she's like, oh, this is great. This, like, she hated Arizona because of this or whatever. But she's not into vampires or anything. She's not into like undead. I don't know what, here's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what is she into? What do you think she's into? Because like she dresses like a fucking trucker. She's got like that bowling shirt with like a long sleeve. Like,
well, they're trying to say that she's different because she goes to prom dress shopping with the girls and she's like not interested in it at all. She's like, whatever, you guys look good in all of these. I got to go to the bookstore that's, I guess, 80 miles away and through Sunnydale sexual assault territory.
the creep alley.
Yeah, somehow she went to go get some books, and then next thing you know, it was like nightfall, and she's walking down a lone back alley, and it's like,
yeah.
And obviously,
dude, that was crazy.
And obviously, he's stalking her.
That scene was insane.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, you see like from the bushes point of view, watching her like leave the bookstore, and then, dude, that scene when like the creepy guys all gang up on Bella and she's like, stop, don't touch me. And then Edward comes and is like hatchback, like Ford Focus. Like, what a shit ass car to be driving.
I love the way he's a
108-year-old vampire.
I love the way he's whipping that thing around though. Like, did he take driving courses somewhere? Like,
I mean, I guess if you're 100 and something years old, like you're going to get good at shit.
He pulls out into traffic like a maniac.
Yes, dude. And he's like, you should put your belt on. And then he's like, we can't be together. And he's like, you don't know what those creeps were thinking. I can read their mind. I know what they had in their mind. And then Bella's like, hey, maybe slow down. And he goes, talk to me about something else so I don't rip their heads off. I should go back and rip their heads off.
Like so many red flags, dude.
Bella's like, this is the guy for me.
Yeah, she doesn't even know he's a vampire at this point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He's just a maniac.
Yeah. But he's pretty, so I'm going to give him a pass on everything.
Look, I mean, pretty people definitely get passes for a lot of red flags, okay?
Yes, but
this is a lot.
Yeah.
He's driving like 90 down like a residential street.
And then he takes you to dinner and he just watches you eat.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat anything. He just watches you eat food.
What was up with that waitress too? Like she had a humongous like a rockabilly style haircut, and she's like, "You don't want anything to eat?" And then as she's walking away, she like takes a pause to stare at Edward.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "What's her deal?"
She's like, he's the most pretty man ever. They kind of allude that they can attract people with their like.
Okay, so they've got the vampire charisma
a little bit when he's like, "I'm the perfect killing machine. I'm so fast," and he starts ripping.
Oh my
God. And I'm quick. You can't get away from me. And
you think you can run from me?
That scene is so ridiculous.
And I'm strong. Rip. Throws a tree.
This is why we don't go out into the sun, because people would know what we are. Sparkly vampires. Then he's about to like, I thought they were about to have sex. Honestly. When he's in the bedroom.
Oh, and then she says stop and it like forces him back.
No, I think he stops himself and pushes himself back. She wanted it.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, I can't
No,
control
she says
myself.
stop. Somebody says stop.
He says stop.
When they start making out. Oh, he does.
Oh yeah, no. She's like, I want you to stay. Like he was gonna leave. And then they have this montage where they just sit on the bed and talk. And this needs to happen way before. Like, give me this scene of them talking and bonding before she finds out he's a vampire.
Yes.
Give me something. And they don't even do anything. It's just like music and here's a montage of them sitting and she falls asleep on them. And you're like, oh yeah, we've all know what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think one of my favorite moments was, I forget exactly where this happens, but there's a montage happening, and then they cut to Edward playing the piano, and he's playing the actual music that's been playing in the score.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did we decide to get all artsy here now?
Well, it looked like it was that was like a music video. Like it was on a different set. I was like, what are we about to see?
It's complete.
And she's like laying on a chaise lounge.
Yeah, in the background. He's playing the piano. It's a music video, 100%. You're right.
Yeah. And then they cut away again. And then she's right next to him watching him play. Like she's watching him play the piano like he was watching her eat.
Yeah. And it's just so funny that it's the actual score that's being played in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I thought their first kiss, though, when he's like, I always wanted to try something. And then he's leaning in.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were.
I didn't know either. I thought it was going to be a fake out. And then she starts to lean in and he goes, don't move.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? I thought they were going to do some like tantric, no touch orgasm stuff. I didn't know what was going to happen, man.
Yeah, because at that point they hadn't kissed yet. Like they'd just been breathing into each other's mouths like several times.
Also, she flinched when his hand was cold. How cold is the rest of him? You know what I mean? Like they always make this vampires are cold thing. And kissing him has to be like kissing a popsicle.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand how that doctor is a doctor.
Same, because like they talk about like, oh, if we're around human blood, like this guy is the most, talk about tantric like stuff. Like he is a doctor in this town. How is he around all this blood nonstop and never like freaking out?
And how was he moving from place to place and getting doctor jobs?
Yeah.
Like that stuff is not like, they were like, hey, where did you come from? Like you would have to have a record of, you just don't.
Well, I graduated from this School of Medicine in 1890. I mean, 1990.
Yeah, we find out Edward was, 1918 when he turned or something?
Yeah, because Edward is 108 years old, and he was changed in 1918.
Yeah.
So he was sick with the Spanish flu or whatever, and Carlisle changed him to save his life or curse him. It's up to you to decide. But he can read minds. I don't even like that as a thing that he can do. Yeah.
And he's like, but I can't read your mind, Bella. I can't read yours.
No.
So that's fine. And her reaction, he does have a line where she's like, I tell you I can read he says something like, I tell you I can read minds and you worry if you're weird because I can't read yours. He's like, I can't read your mind. She's like,
why, is something wrong with me?
He's like, oh, no. I tell you I'm a vampire that reads minds and you're worried if you're strange.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, something is wrong with her.
I'm telling you that I'm going to introduce you to my family full of vampires, and your first thing is like, will they approve of me?
Yeah. Again, those questions are valid because something's wrong with Bella. Like,
yeah.
I think the movie has so much, it's so long that they have so much time to actually spend explaining some stuff, but they don't. Because it's not, the baseball game doesn't happen until an hour and 22 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
So that is when we first get our first real conflict.
The 3 nomadic vampires, the James, Victoria, and Laurent, they've been killing people in the town throughout the movie, though.
Yeah, but like, it's never been a concern. Like,
yeah,
her.
I thought that those might be the Cullens, like there's some kind of rogue Cullen or something.
Give me some type of drama with that, because it's happening. They even kill the police officer's friend, and that never even gets like wrapped up. They keep saying it's an animal that did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
PCP.
And the worst line, one of the worst lines ever is the animal attack just happened. He's talking about giving his daughter a mace. And then he's like, you know what? You should go out tonight, you know? I don't like you being alone all the time. And I was like, what are you talking about? She went out to dinner. She's gone out to dinner like twice. What are you talking about? Yeah. She needs to go out. I've watched this movie.
Well, her friends were mooning outside the diner.
Yeah, but he acted like she hadn't gone out at all. She went out with Edward to that dinner. She went out to the top of the tree with him. She's been hanging out with the classmates. She went to La Pond or whatever that lake was. She's been out the whole movie. Why would you want your daughter to go out while there's a killer beast that just killed a grown man that was your friend? It's just like, why?
Take your mind off things.
take your mind off things, and don't worry about my friend that was mauled to death.
Hey, that one guy, what's his name? Mike? I think Mike's got the eyes for you.
And he's not even, the cop doesn't even have a thing where he's like trying to figure out what it is and like close to figuring it out. Like he doesn't, these maulings have nothing to do with anything. Like take them out of the movie and have these other vampires show up with the baseball field. You still get the exact same thing. Because these vampires weren't even trying to look for the other vampires. They knew that they were other vampires and weren't even looking for them. So no one's doing anything.
Yeah. The dad's like, somebody got mauled. I figured I should go check it out, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, you're not going to, say it's an animal attack. I don't know. I figure, what kind of animal?
Yeah, they just keep saying animal attack. I'm like, what do you mean animal attack?
Well, then he goes into the woods and he's like, I saw like just a bare human footprint in the woods, but they crossed county lines, so it's not my problem anymore.
Yeah, and those vampires come to the baseball field. They were like, yeah, we led them east, so they're not going to bother you guys anymore. And I was like, that's it? That's the end of the... Because they go to that diner and those people are looking at the cop. Or... that restaurant, whatever, that corner that they sit in all the time to eat. Yeah. And those locals are looking at them all mad. And then the kids outside are like just fucking dicking around. It's the weirdest scene that you could possibly have. Like the teenagers are being teenagers outside. The guys inside are like looking at the cop like, what are you going to do? Are you going to solve this murder?
Yeah. And then the waitress is there like, hey, I'm worried about you. These guys are all pissed off at you.
Yeah.
You're going to figure something out about that. And he's like, man, they left. It's not my jurisdiction anymore. So like, tell them to fuck off, I guess.
This movie isn't about my best friend getting eaten by an animal. It's about Bella falling for this vampire.
Yeah.
It just needs something. It needs some propulsion. And I think the things can push Bella and him together. Like if he's worried about her, like he wants to stay away from her, but then he's like, oh no, you shouldn't be out here because there's an actual threat. But the threat that Bella gets is like these drunken teen sexual assaulters.
Yeah.
Which again, I would have loved to see Edward just kill all of them and have her react to it. Because her reaction to that would have been like, they deserved it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to kill them all there. I was like, I'm ready for him to just go bloodlust in that scene. Because I don't want those guys to get away.
You don't know what they were thinking about, Bella. They had evil intentions. Talk to me about something else. Talk to me about something else.
Put your seatbelt on.
He's driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
He's driving on the wrong side of the road. She's like, maybe you should put your seatbelt on. He's like,
like, I was like, is he going to play the Joker?
Yeah, that's what I was like. What is this acting?
I can't believe that vampire ran all the way from like Seattle to
Forks,
Phoenix.
Washington to Phoenix.
Like, so we find out vampires don't sleep. Do they get tired at all? Like physically tired? Like they can just run forever?
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's a line when she's in the hospital bed and she's like, don't leave me. Don't leave. And he goes, where would I go?
Yeah.
Any fucking where. You guys just came down.
Where have you been for 108 years?
You're in a different state right now than where I met you today. I
love that dude, her acting when when Edward is like, I'm telling you, this is a mistake. You're in the hospital because of me. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't see each other anymore. And she's like, but yeah. I just, you can't do that. I just started seeing you and then Edward's just like, you're right. It's like, that's what?
Like you're not trying, dude.
Like that was literally her acting, and that was. Go back to Jacksonville. I just started knowing you. Okay, never mind.
And she's like, Mom, I want to go back to Forks. And the mom's like, we'll talk about this later. She's like, can you get Dad so I can have a scene with Edward?
Yeah.
This vampire that can like move around freely.
I love that the mom's like, yeah, he's been in here sleeping. I was like, this motherfucker ain't asleep.
Yo. I didn't even think about that. But I thought he wasn't going to, I thought she was going to wake up and be like, where's Edward? She's like, who's Edward?
Yeah, that's what
I thought. I thought, and then he's like, no, he's right here. It's like, we can't get a little ounce of drama, just a little ounce where she has to get out of the hospital bed, go find him. And then he's all like, no, you can't be with me. Like, do something. Instead, he's like, no, he's sitting right there. Don't worry about it. You're all good. And everything that happened is fine. And you know that strange vampire that came to my door when he called you? Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't know anything about that. Because the movie goes, oh, the mom heard about you leaving and then she came home from Florida. Like, it's so much stuff that happens in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, she beat everybody. She like made it back to Phoenix to see Bella. The vampire ran to Phoenix. The other vampires that are protecting Bella, the vegetarian, the new guy, and the fortune teller lady, they drove to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like,
why did they drive there just to stay in a hotel?
I don't know, dude.
Like, why did they split up? They were like, hey, there's one vampire after one girl, and there's 7 of us. And I know the wife is a badass fighter. That lady, I'm sure, could kick ass. I know the doctor
Carlisle's wife?
Yeah. She looked like she was ready to fucking kill anybody. So I'm like, yeah, just be like, hey, mess with her, you mess with us. Instead, they're like, let's drive across state lines. What was that plan? And it was so much melodrama in that scene. Just so much melodrama at the end. Like she's breaking up with her dad. She could have just left. She didn't have to break her dad's heart to leave.
Yeah.
The goal is to just leave.
Away.
Yeah.
I guess they had to have her like pack up some things.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? How long are they supposed to be going? She packed up. Her packing up whatever she packed up was literally like a pair of jeans, some underwear and like a sweater. Like, it's no way she had time to
she
pack.
kept going back and forth between her room and the bathroom.
Yeah.
So it looked like she was just grabbed. I don't think she grabbed anything.
Did you
I
like?
don't think there's anything in that bag.
Did you like?
In her little.
Did you like when the dad brings her home and he's like, I made some room in the bathroom, and she goes, "Oh, one bathroom."
Yeah, I was like, what?
So now I don't know what her deal is. Like, was she living the high life in Arizona with her single mom in the ranch home that they had? She acts like one bathroom. It's 2 people living there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. She can't have her own bathroom, Vance. It's bullshit.
But then she's excited to get an old red truck. I don't know. I don't understand Bella. I want to be able to relate to her to a point where when Edward comes into her life, I'm like, Edward's good for her or bad for her, or like, I'm fine. But I just don't know what she likes. I don't know what her life used to be. They bookend it with that voiceover. I never thought about how I was going to die, but sacrificing my life to protect someone I love seems like okay or something. I was like,
yeah,
all right, that's nothing. That's not the theme of this movie, really.
Yeah, and going back to that scene where when Edward's showing her his room, and she looks at all the stuff that he's got, and she goes, "Whoa, you've got so much music." And like, it's just like a quick pan across. Like, you can't tell any of the CDs that he has. And she's like, what have you been listening to? And she hits play on the fucking boombox. And it's just like old classical music. Like, we never even see her listening to music. Like, she's listening to music. She's got headphones in, but we don't know what she's listening to. I don't know what her taste is. The dad's even like, you like purple, right? And she's like, yeah, I guess purple's fine. Like, what does she like?
She moves there with a little cactus thing.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, I'm like, do you like Arizona? You met a boy for 2 seconds.
She dresses the most bland way possible. Like, I don't know what her sense of fashion is. But yeah, like, she meets that guy in 2 seconds and she's just like, yep, my life is over. It's all about this guy now who looked like he was about to barf.
Which is the real ending of this movie, is when they go to prom that looks like a wedding venue.
Yeah. I love that the extras in that gazebo were just like, oh, it's our time to leave.
Yeah, when they cut to a wide shot and they're dancing in the gazebo and like no one's out there, I'm like, this is no prom that has ever existed, ever. This is the end of a Hallmark movie when they like go out to at the end of one of those movies. This doesn't make any sense that they're dancing by themselves as teenagers at a prom. Are they seniors or juniors also? What prom is
Juniors.
this? They're junior? This is junior prom? Okay. Oh, so next we get another year of high school with these high school kids. These obsessed with Bella high school kids. They're so obsessed with her.
What happened to the lie of her not going to prom? Because everybody's asking her to prom, and then she's like, I'm going to be in Jacksonville or what? I guess because she broke her foot?
Another clumsy thing about her. They keep bringing up how she can't dance.
Yeah.
And at one point, Edward goes, what if I make you?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yo, he's giving some scary vibes, man. That is...
Yeah.
That's why I say I understand 50 Shades of Grey coming from this, because it is really dom-centric, dominatrix, submissive-centric.
Well, I guess the sweet part at the end is he does make her dance because he lifts her up and puts her on his feet, and he's like, look, we are dancing.
No, but it starts like it starts aggressively. Like, that's what I mean. And I think that's what 50 Shades of Grey is, like a dom submissive relationship.
Yeah.
And they
have she's that. Like, when she's like, I don't know how to, well, she doesn't say, I don't know how to dance. She goes, oh, I don't know how to dance. And that's how every one of her lines are delivered.
Yeah.
Every single one.
I haven't seen her in enough stuff. Like, I've seen him in stuff that I could be like, okay, I know he's doing something here. Yeah. I haven't seen her in enough stuff to know what she's doing or whatnot, because I think she's a range of this. She's a range of this, but like, she's definitely, the biting the lip thing was so aggressive.
That was crazy. When she bit her lip in the science lab, I was like, off of what?
We're 5 minutes into the movie.
Off of that? Off of a microscope?
Oh my God. Mr. Cool Teacher doesn't do nothing comes from that. He's just like trying to be the coolest teacher in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't understand.
I just feel like for me, it fails at making the Edward Bella relationship work, which I think you can make work. We've watched Buffy. We literally watched her fall in love with two vampires in that show. So we understand how it can be done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could say, oh, Buffy's longer, so there's more time. Movies have been around forever, and rom-coms exist, and people fall in love in rom-coms, and it can be believable, and they're like hour-and-a-half movies. This movie's 2 hours long. There's no other vampire drama until like an hour and a half into the movie, and that only lasts for like 10 minutes because they kill this vampire so quickly. It leads to nothing. There's no family. The family's not pissed off at anybody at the end. The vampire family's not pissed off at Edward for even bringing Bella around. There's like the drama of, because I thought this was like the Hatfields and McCoys. That's what I thought, like what we were getting with the vampires and wolves stuff. But then I'm like, let's have some drama. Be like, you bring this girl in. We don't want this. And the doctor's like, it's fine. It's fine. His wife's all pissed off about it. But that's it. She shoulder shrugs her. She didn't like that she called her out. But there's no actual tension. It would be interesting if her cop dad never liked the doctor and thought he was strange for some reason.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, so you're dating Edward? Like, I don't know about those Cullens. I've heard he actually would hear bad things about the Cullens because he's best friends with Jacob's uncle or whatever.
Billy Black.
So he would have some but I just feel like they don't do interpersonal drama. Like, I don't need people fighting and punching, but there should be two people dating like that. Should have been a ripple effect of, they don't even do the drama where Anna Kendrick's character is like, what? I wanted to go to prom with this other person. And she goes, yeah, I told him to ask you to prom. And they come over, hey, he said he asked me to prom. I'm going to prom. The other girl's like, I want to go to prom with this guy. She's like, why don't you just ask him? And then she asks him, and she's like, hey, I'm going to prom with him. I'm like, why are we not having drama in this?
There's no conflict.
There's no conflict. Like, everything just worked out so perfectly.
What was weird too, and I think, in the movie, Bella even calls it out because, you see the Dr. Cullen interacting with Bella's dad, and like they have respect for each other. Like they're at the hospital. The dad's talking to Dr. Cullen. Dr. Cullen, I guess, is the only doctor in this small town. Yeah. And then later on, she's like, yeah, I'm going to go on a date with Edward. And the dad's like, those Cullens, I don't know. They're weird. And Bella's like, I thought you liked them. I thought you liked Dr. Cullen. And he's like, here's more pepper spray. I got you some more pepper spray.
Yeah, and I'm like, she's already been on like 2 dates with the guy before he even showed up to be like, hey, he wanted to meet you and take me out. I'm like, she's already been to his house at that point.
Yeah, she's been in the trees with this guy. In the trees, bro. You don't know what's going on.
It's a small town. They went to a restaurant together and had like a late night dinner that he watched her eat.
Yeah. Hey, Chief Swan. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Edward Cullen.
But like, give me some generic stuff. Like she comes home and her dad's sitting at the table and the camera pans over and you see that Dr. Cullen is there. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah. Does he know that I know that they're vampires? There's not even like that. Like, Edward doesn't even go, hey, I know that you know that I'm a vampire, but you have to keep this a secret. He's like, no, here's a human and she knows we're all vampires. Like, there's no tension there.
That one girl that broke the bowl, she was like, you are putting us all at risk. Even when they're at the hospital.
They talk about it. Yeah, at the hospital when she's like, hey, you shouldn't have used your powers. And like she overhears them talking. But then they go from that scene in the hospital to inviting her over to dinner and they're all cooking her dinner. Like, that's not the same when someone shows up and she's like, you shouldn't have done this. That's not dramatic tension. That's just saying something. But I want to see the ripple effect of like her getting bullied in school. Like, she closes her locker and that one of those kids is like next to her locker, like, you should probably stay away from Edward. We don't want you around. Like, there's nothing like that. They just play baseball with her later. I'm like,
Yeah.
so she's just ingratiated in? You guys have been hiding this secret for decades. And now Edward's like, yeah, I met this girl. I can't read her mind, so I don't know what she's thinking, but I'm going to invite her to a house. And everyone, do whatever you want. She knows we're vampires. Yeah. And that's it. She's not going to have extra questions. She has enough questions. She has enough, like, stuff. But
she sees all of his high school graduation caps.
Yeah, which they just keep out in
I
the
thought that
open.
was pretty funny.
They just keep out in the open like crazy people.
Yeah. Well, because no one's coming over, Vance. That's why they don't need beds.
No one's coming over, ever.
They're a foster family who fuck each other.
Yeah, of course they had to have that too. Oh, jeez.
I do love that they call that out. They're like, that's kind of weird. Yeah, it's like, well, they're not related technically. It's like, still, it's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, they sleep in the same place. And then Bella's like, well, they don't have beds.
Well, I do love, like, because they come into the school and they have the vibe of like very weird people. Mm-hmm. Like when you see them and you see that new guy with the future teller lady, mm-hmm. like the one girl describes him as like, he looks like he's always in pain for some reason. Yeah. And you find out why.
Yeah, yeah.
But like they all move so awkwardly, mm-hmm. and they all wear like white together. It's like they're definitely in a cult, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, these are the palest people you've ever seen in your life, even without the sun coming out.
I think my favorite thing in this is whenever they mention the Cullens at the school, and then they just have this shot of all of them hanging out together. And it's like this weird fucking like cheating out to camera, like Last Supper-esque type thing. And then like
at the table, yeah.
Some of them are just like turn to the camera and like look at it. And it's so surreal and funny.
They're missing opportunities to do the cheesy, like, does anyone ever try to bully the Cullens because they're weird? Like,
yeah.
Like, is it weird that Edward doesn't talk to any of the guys? Because these guys are all like fucking jokels and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, when she's sitting on the car one time and they're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what?
Yeah.
God, it's just, I forget what they say, but I thought it was crazy when she was leaving town and she saw all those kids coming out of like a restaurant or store or something. And it's supposed to give you this like, oh man, I'm leaving all my friends. I'm like, do you like these people? No, I don't think it was. It was definitely supposed to be that. It was definitely supposed to get that.
I think it was more like, I could be a normal person, but now instead I'm like in league with these vampires. Like she's looking at them like they're living a normal life, and now I'm in the middle of all this crazy shit.
I don't think so, because she wants more of this crazy shit. The whole ending of this is her begging to be turned.
Yeah, but I think at that moment, I don't think it's like, it's the juxtaposition of that. I don't think it's that she's going to miss her friends, because she doesn't really give a fuck about those
I think that's what
she
that
doesn't
shot,
understand why they like her.
I think that's what that shot was trying to convey.
I disagree.
You think she's like, man, I should get away from these vampires?
I don't think it's, man, I should get away from these vampires. I think it's like, so when I was doing stand-up in New York, I would walk past bars and see people like at happy hour in their like 9 to 5 attire, like they just got off work. And I would walk past the bars and be like, man, what is that like? Because I would finish my job and go out and do open mics. Now, I was still going to go out and do open mics and do comedy, but I would look at those people like, damn, it must be nice to have like that simple life. I think she's looking at her like regular friends like that, where she's like, damn, it must be nice to have that simple life. But like, I'm still going down this path of vampiric love.
I think that's way deeper than this movie tries to be, because she doesn't even try to even have the simple life when she first gets there. We don't even see that she even wants to hang out with these people. I don't think she ever wants to hang out with them. Anytime she got an opportunity to spend time with them, she, like when they go to the beach, she doesn't really hang out with them. When she goes dress shopping, she's really not paying attention. She has nothing. Honestly, you could have got rid of that shot.
Well, it's as soon as she saw Edward Cullen, she had to be preoccupied with
She does say, I forget all the lines when they're dancing in the gazebo, but it was something like, you are my everything now. Like it was to the point that I don't have kids, but I could understand taking your kid to see this and just watching it and be like, I don't know if that's the message I want my daughter to have.
Yes, dude. Where he's like, you want me to like, he says something like, you want me to end your life. And she's like, you are my life or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys have known each other for like 2 months max.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen the love story progress. Like he's been rude and weird and driving like a crazy person. And then you find out he's a vampire. And then like the first time you're hanging out with his family, like actually you're in grave danger and you get thrown across a room. You see him kill that guy. Like, I guess trauma bonding is a hell of a drug.
But they were bonded before there was even any trauma. That's what I would get.
Yeah.
I
guess that spinning laying down in a meadow, that really did it for her.
But she was like, I don't understand. Like, she should have gone into school and just been like, I don't know. There should have been some drama with her. It's just a lack of drama when there could be drama there. Because her finding out that he's a vampire should send her mind spinning. Instead, she's like, no, the camera's just going to do all the spinning. No, I don't really care about that. But this cameraman is losing his shit. He's like, a vampire? What the fuck? I didn't know.
It's like they went into like a different frame rate even. Like it was like dolly zooms and spins and different frame rate. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Say it. Say it.
Say it out loud. Say what I am.
He is a dom. I get it. He is.
Yeah.
That's their kink. But I wish we knew anything about Bella. Like you said, we don't know what music she likes. Does she even like?
You like purple, right? I guess.
She's in Arizona with no ounce of sun hitting her. Does she go outside? Has she even gone to a minor league baseball game? She would get some sun watching her mom's new husband play baseball.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
Yeah, she's got no characters traits.
And
aside from liking Edward.
I just didn't think she would be so popular when she went to the school. That just threw me off. She walked up, they're like, hey, you want to be a cover of the newspaper? She's like, no features. And then the girl's coming over taking a picture. No.
She's already voted prom queen.
Like, did she do something? Like, is she Veronica Mars? Did she solve a crime or something? Like, why are you guys so obsessed with this girl? She's the police chief's daughter.
Yeah.
That's not, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And it seems like everybody knows her by name except for the guys that were going to sexually assault her.
Yeah.
Who she should be reporting to her dad. Like, hey,
should.
This spot right here is a bunch of dudes that are you should set up a sting and get these guys off the street.
And you know what? Her dad should pull over Edward for his reckless driving.
Or we should see, instead of it being the nice guy that's the cop's friend who gets eaten on his boat, eat those guys. That would be a fun scene for us to see the vampires just rip these guys to shreds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just nothing here. I don't know. I was watching it. I'm just like, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
They just look at each other and somehow they're like obsessively in love to a point that's like unhealthy to me.
I think what you said a little bit ago is like very poignant though, about like if your daughter's like really into this and you take them to see this, like, oh, all of her friends are like Twilight or whatever. Maybe she hasn't read them, but you're like, yeah, sure, let's take my daughter to see Twilight. And then the messaging of the movie is like, I'm a bad guy. I've been watching you sleeping for months. I've killed. He literally was like, I've killed people. And she's like, I don't care.
That's what I don't get. Like, why does she not care?
Yeah.
Like it's not. They haven't been through enough drama, or they haven't been through enough. He pushed a car that almost killed you. I get it. That's
and then
a good
gaslit
thing.
her about it. No, you bumped your head.
Yeah.
She didn't even bump her head.
He's like, you won't tell. They won't believe you. You're just a stupid little girl. Like, that's kind of what he's saying to her. And I'm just like, is this what? Why does she not have any conflict with him being a vampire? Why is she so cool? I kill people. I sparkle. You're beautiful. Like, he just put you on his back and speed ran up a mountain. And you were just like, yeah, that's cool. That's just normal.
I thought he was going to leave her there.
He does leave
like
her
when
bag.
he like initially runs away. He's like, you don't want this. And then he runs away. I was like, he's just going to leave her up there?
I noticed when she walks into the woods, she drops her bag when the camera starts spinning around. And then when they go up the mountain, they don't put the bag back on.
Yeah.
And that is just something that we brought up once in Dollhouse. Like, you're not leaving your bag.
Hold on a second. Let me get my bag. Yeah. Can we go back and get my bag?
Well, she had to go back home to like pretend to pack and mentally abuse her dad, like traumatize her dad. And Edward's like, he'll get over it.
Yeah.
She's like, I said the most hurtful thing.
I don't think he will. I said some really fucked up stuff to him.
And you didn't have to say that because he wasn't stopping you from leaving. You could have been like, oh, Dad, I'm going to, I got to go meet up with my friend somewhere and grab your bags and left. He wasn't going to be like, you can't leave and you have to like hurt my feelings to leave the door. You were free to come and go.
So how often do you think this entire Cullen family moves?
Every 3 to 5 years, I would think.
I was going to say the same thing. It's got to be like at least 2. Because he's graduating from all these high schools.
Now, I know there's more vampires in the world, but I'd be asking more questions about that. Mm-hmm. I would want to know, are there other vegetarian vampires? Because this movie...
Yeah, what are they, animal blood, I'm guessing?
Yeah, he says we're quote unquote vegetarians. It's like if you were only ate tofu all the time, but you'd be wanting something. And it's so much veggie-coated stuff because she gets a garden burger earlier. Mm-hmm. The Stephanie Meyer character gets a veggie plate when she's in the thing. Yeah. But then they have that tofu line, and I'm like, okay, like there are people that are vegans that just are vegans. But the movie opens with this deer running around and him tackling it.
Yeah, and then it kind of ends, like the credits show the deer and everything at the end, too.
Oh my God, the end with the Radiohead song. I was not expecting that to be the end of this.
There's some good songs in this movie. There's a song by Mute Math during one of the montages that I love. Radiohead, Muse, Supermassive Black Hole, of course. Iconic. But yeah, dude.
Did you like that he had to suck the venom out like she was snake bit?
Oh, right. Yes. We haven't talked about that. He had to suck the venom out of the vampiric, because she starts having like a fever. She's like, it's so hot. It doesn't feel good. And then Edward's like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'd be able to stop. And Carlisle is like, just do it. You'll know when to stop. And then Edward sucks out the poison. And then Carlisle's like, hey, buddy. Stop. You're going to suck the life out of her. Stop it. And then Edward just find the will.
She's already bleeding out in her leg too. Like, she's dying. She's dying.
Well, I like that the future telling girl, she sees the blood on her leg and she like gets it on her hand. She looks at it and she's like, Carlisle, get over here. I can't handle this.
But Carlisle could have bitten her wrist.
Yeah,
because he's the one who's like able to.
He's the one that's under the most. Yeah, he's under control.
Yeah, and then we get this artistic mumbo jumbo montage while he's biting her wrist, and I was like, oh my gosh, and just like flashbacks of their non-relationship.
Yeah, find the will, Edward. Find the will, and you get like a sepia toned like montage of the rest of the movie that wasn't romantic at all.
Him looking through a microscope. Oh my gosh. And then they go to a wedding at a prom.
Yeah. I just love Carlisle being like, you'll figure it out. You'll know when to stop.
Yeah. And then he's so casual. He's like, you can stop now. Hey, Edward.
Yeah.
You want to stop?
Dude, it's so funny. Like Edward's face while he's doing it, his eyes are all bugged out and shit. He's like, hey, that's enough.
I love when Edward's eyes change colors in the hallway. And Bella goes like, your eyes were...
Why does that happen?
Your eyes were black before. And I was like, his eyes were black before? Like, that's a problem. But now they're like an auburn brown. And
well, I love that she's like, are you wearing contacts right now? Because they zoom in on his eyes so much that you can 100% see the rim of the contacts on his eyes. And he's like, what? No, I'm not wearing contacts.
He's like, oh, the fluorescence. And he storms off. She's like, God, I love that man.
Yeah. Now, why did his eyes change color again? I must have zoned out.
I don't know. He was horny or hungry. I don't know.
Because James's eyes change color too, because he had black eyes in the baseball field, and then he sees Bella, and then his eyes get bright like Edward's.
I think that's what they're saying. It's like when they get the hunger or lusty or whatever it is about her. I love that the wind blows and you can smell her. Like for some reason they can't just smell her. No, he's a master tracker. He's standing inches away, feet away from a human person. And he cannot smell her until the gust of wind blows it to him. And then he's like,
she had her hair down.
Is that something vampires do?
I guess it hides her neck.
But why would that have anything to do with her being a human smell? I don't.
The scent stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
And then I
just love these. Like he
brought a snack.
He tells her, he's like, hey, put your hair down. And Rosalind or whatever, Rosalie is like that's going to do anything.
Yeah. I didn't know.
It did. Until the wind blew.
It was like, why don't you just walk away and go to the car right now? Instead, they stand there and they stand in a line. And these guys just wanted to play baseball. And I got to say, these vampires actually didn't seem like they were bad. They were like, oh, we didn't know anybody was here. We're going to leave.
Yeah.
But then for some reason, this tracker decides to go psycho for some reason.
Did you like their little standoff where they all hunched over and growled at each other?
And I was like, I feel zero threat because they are outnumbered by so much.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, what is it? And I hate that, again, the anticlimactic drama of Laurent showing up and being like, hey, I'm just here to warn you guys. Be a part of the problem. Why are you even... Maybe this is something from the book and they did a bad job adapting it, but like, give me 3 bad guy vampires that they have to fight. Instead, they do 1 and they let the other girl get away and she's watching them dance on the dance floor. And then she lets her hair down.
Well, she's partnered up with the guy that they just killed.
Yeah, but then she left her hair down and then walked towards the camera. It's like a freeze frame or something. And like, she'll be back in the sequel along with the long-haired Edward or Jacob.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's get to the sequel. Let's get to the sequel where there's vampires trying to kill him and there's wolves trying to kill him. And somehow Bella, who is in love with Edward, is somehow going to be in love with Jacob for some reason. Like,
I love that Laurent had to go to the Cullens and be like, hey, I barely know that guy. I know that he's a master tractor. He's super incredibly dangerous, but like I thought that he was chill. But apparently he's not chill. Like
show that throughout the movie. We're like an hour 35 in when that happens. I'm like, wait, so the shots of us seeing people sneak up on people, that doesn't really matter. Like there's no cop. The cop doesn't get justice for his friend being eaten.
No.
When do you think he finds out that Bella's dating a vampire? Like the 4th movie?
I think the 3rd movie. I'm going to say the 3rd movie. He doesn't figure it out in the next one.
Yeah, I don't think he figured it out in the next one either.
Yeah, I think he's going to figure it out in the 3rd one.
I
think he's going to die. He's going to figure it out in the 3rd one on his like deathbed or something.
They should have just killed the mom so she had to go back to Forks.
Oh, back to Forks.
Yeah, I mean, if you like this movie,
Who's your favorite character in this movie? It's got a lot to choose from.
Billy Black, baby.
I was going to say the same thing.
He's in the movie for like 5 minutes, but I like, my God, when he's driving past Edward and they look at each other in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And then later he's just smiling when he gets to Bella's house. But the look that they keep sharing.
Here's a 20 spot. Go tell her to break up with her boyfriend.
Like, what?
Just tell her. Don't give her a reason. Just tell him do it.
Is Jacob a vampire because a human because he let his hair down?
I love that Jacob is like, I don't know why he's telling me. He just told me to pay me $20 to break up with him. I don't know.
And then
Jacob's not selling this at all.
And then when they walk away, him and Edward look at each other like, yeah, we hate each other.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. No, fuck you. I would say it's Billy Black or Laurent. Laurent was pretty chill.
Yeah, I like Laurent. I thought the actor has like a charisma, and they just did not utilize it. I think he would have been a really fun bad guy in this, or just something. I will say this right now. I am going to be furious. Furious.
I don't.
If the next movie Bella reacts to finding out that Jacob is a werewolf, if she has any type of reservations from that.
Reservations, but
yeah. If she even like goes, why didn't you tell me? Or if she does like well, I can't believe this. If she has any reaction like that, I'm going to be furious because she had zero reaction to a vampire family.
I think that she won't, or she might. She might. I think she will, only because she and Jacob like knew each other when they were kids. Apparently,
I don't care what it is. I don't care. She cannot. I want her to have the same non-reaction that she had with Edward. And I'm gonna.
There's a lot of baseball shit in this movie. Stepdad's a minor league baseball player. They play the baseball game. This
movie is basically vegetarianism and baseball.
Yeah.
And being clumsy and dancing. I still can't get over when the mom is like, yeah, you fell down 2 flights of stairs and out of a window. Like, what hotel is set up like that? Like,
show me the window.
Show me the window at the bottom of the 2 flights of stairs that she
Do you think that they like went to a hotel and like, all right, we gotta find the perfect where's the one that's by a window? And then they smashed just a poor innocent hotel's window to make it look like she fell out.
And they'll cut to the cop who's like, it was smashed from the outside. Nah, I'm not gonna look into it.
Dude, I swear to God, when the dad saw the footprint in the dirt, I thought he was gonna dig it and like smell it or like taste it or something.
You know what I thought? I thought it might lead to something.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
No. Instead, the vampire's
only thing I saw out there was a human footprint.
Yeah,
it couldn't be a human.
We put a human footprint facing east, so like, don't worry about it. They're not going to be on to you guys. Just such an anticlimactic movie.
What a movie! What a start to this 5-month journey that you set us on, Vance.
The listeners said it. The listeners have been wanting this.
The listeners have been
wanting this forever.
I'm usually the champion of the listeners where I'm like fighting for like, I'm fight for you guys. I'm like, the listeners want this, the listeners want that. I feel like I did say we should do Twilight eventually. And now that we're in the thick of it, Vance texted me in the middle of his watch. What did you text me?
I texted
you. Texted me something like, I regret every decision I've made that led us to this point.
Yes. Every life choice I've made.
I texted you during after Bella goes to the house and they're running through the trees. Mm-hmm. That's when I texted you, I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame. Here's the thing. I wanted to watch this sooner. You put off watching this because I was like ready to be like, let's do this. And you were like,
I mean, it makes sense. The timing of how we're doing this is perfect.
Regardless of hot frosty or not, I was going to push that we kick off the year with Twilight.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I knew I was going to be like, you know what?
You guessed it. You guessed what I was going to pick too.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be Twilight.
After I picked Hot Frosty, Vance was like, all right, we can do Hot Frosty, but then I get to choose what's next. And I was like, okay. And then the next time I talked to Vance, I was like, we're doing Twilight, aren't we? He was like, yep.
Yeah. And we never knew if we were going to do Twilight and do a Twilight and do some other movie. But normally, like, we try to do like a Christmas one. We try to do like a scary Halloween one, a Halloween. Like, because we don't get a chance to watch those movies normally and they don't really fit in. But, you know, it's October, it's November, it's December. We get to do that. But there's a January, February, March, April, May.
Yeah, not a lot of holiday type shit going on.
And these movies are part of. This is why people know these actors. This is why people know these actors.
Yep. Crazy the fall off of Taylor Lautner though.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a lot. But I gotta see him in other movies. I need to see him in other movies of this because I haven't seen a lot of. I mean, he's got a very small role here.
I like him in this. Like, he's got more charisma than fucking Robert Pattinson in this.
He reminds me of someone, and I haven't been able to put my finger out on who. I'm not sure if it's someone like I know personally or not.
Mario Lopez.
No.
Kind of looks like him.
He's not Native American, that's for sure.
All right. Well, you have anything else to say about Twilight?
I'm happy we're done with the first one because I'm ready to get into the love triangle-ness of this. Because
I actually wanted to watch the spoof movie Vampires Suck after watching this. I want to see how they spoof this because there's so much to spoof.
There's some podcasts on Twilight that I have listened to in the past that I'm definitely going to re-listen to because I want to hear. I'm going to hear some people
right after I was done watching the movie. I've seen all of the pitch meetings about Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched the first Twilight's pitch meeting.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, nailed it.
Anything from that we didn't mention here?
Well, they just go full spoilers into like future movies.
Oh, okay.
In the first, that first one.
Yeah. It's weird because I'm like, oh man, I really shouldn't do a deep dive or get any spoilers. I'm like, but I've already engaged in the spoilers of this already. I don't know why. I think I think watching it and experiencing it is the thing.
I'm just annoyed because I know that they're all going to be at least 2 hours long after this.
I hope stuff happens in the other ones.
Maybe they will. Maybe it won't.
I mean, I can't wait to watch the wolf animation.
Oh
God.
Yeah.
And there's a baby that I'm really curious to see.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, they talk about that in the pitch meeting.
Yeah, and I understood the name now of the baby because of this movie and knowing the character. So I kind of like, it made me think.
Well, what's the name of the baby?
Renesmee.
Renesmee?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, the story behind this baby is incredible. It's seared into my brain.
I remember vaguely like hearing the craziness of it.
Mm-hmm. There's some clips online. Yeah.
Renesmee, get the fuck out of here.
Dude.
No. All right. Well, that's a wrap for Twilight, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Let us know what you thought of Twilight. If you've never seen, is there anybody that hasn't seen Twilight that's just watching it for the first time because of this?
Probably. And we just ruined it for him. We just spoiled some stuff for him. Sorry. Hop on Discord. Let us know what you thought about Twilight. If it's your first viewing, if it's your zillionth viewing, whatever. And that's it. Stay tuned next time for, hold on, what's the next one called? Is this New Moon or is it the other one?
Yeah, I think it's New Moon. All right, yeah. So thanks for listening to our episode on Twilight. Stay tuned next time for when we talk about New Moon.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.